Attending to the business of governance is actually the prerogative of Mr. Governor. Let's now bring you recent engagements of Mr. Governor right from his office. First, improving water transportation in Lagos State was one of the key issues for discussion during the courtesy visit of the Chief of Naval Staff, Vice Admiral Gambo, and his team to Mr. Governor of Lagos State. They both expressed efforts in this regard and areas of collaboration.
I also want to present to you the activities of Nigerian Navy Admiralty Services. It's under the Navy Holdings Limited, which is the business arm of the Nigerian Navy. It seeks to support the transportation problem in Lagos State on land by providing ferry services, on the waters, from Alakija, Mile 2, Ikorodu, Mile 2, and so on and so forth. I know you are putting a lot of energy to ensuring, a robust maritime transport. So we are, we're into that, and then, of course, they will also be providing dredging and survey, of services to all the coastal states.
And it's important for me to mention that because of water, the importance of water for us in Lagos, we have deliberately ensured that we can improve, our investment in the waterways. We're building ferry terminals, we're building jetties, we're deliberately pushing water transportation and pushing traffic in Lagos on the water. Right now, we're building about 15 terminals, and about 7 of them should be ready before the end of the year. We have another set that we're building. So it's interesting to hear about your Admiralty service, and we can certainly collaborate, with them, on all of our, from Liverpool to Mile 2, to everywhere along the waterways we're building. And we're not just building the terminals. We also, at some point when it finishes, maybe they will come and we're actually building a command and control center for our waterways, where we can respond very quickly in the event of an emergency or an accident on the waterways. And we're developing a rapid rescue team. They are well-trained seafarers, they are well-trained, and we're buying, the necessary infrastructure, speedboats, water ambulance, and all of it, so that we can make water transportation friendly, very safe, and it's also meet the needs, and the transportation requirement of our people.
The governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, received the Archbishop Metropolitan and Primate of the Church of Nigeria Anglican Communion, Most Reverend Henry Indukuba, and his team on a courtesy visit, not only to commend the governor for his outstanding leadership, but to foster a strong partnership to fight the social vices in the state among youths. Mr. Governor disclosed efforts of his government in fighting the social menace of drug abuse and violence.
You have said something that is very, very critical around the idea of one of the social issues and menace that we have in our country, which is substance and drug abuse. Indeed, we're in purple because it's a whole month of reflection for us on social vices, sexual harassment, drug use, and all of it. And it's a whole month that we're taking it on as a government. And so you can see that is actually very spiritual in some sort, that we're all thinking of it together. And as a government, we are not shying away from our responsibility. It's a matter that will join you, will join the Anglican Communion to push and to face frontally, because it's something that is ravaging our entire community. We have seen it, and we know that it's something that we need to face, and face very squarely. As a government, we're building one of the biggest rehabilitation hospitals in the country. We're currently constructing a rehabilitation hospital and a mental hospital in Ketu-Ejiri, in Epe, Lagos East Senatorial District. And you can see that we're all thinking in the same direction.
The recent courtesy call by the Chief of Army Staff of the Nigerian Army to Mr. Governor of Lagos State brought to the fore the strategic importance of security in the country especially for Lagos. The governor expressed his satisfaction with the level of cooperation with the Nigerian army to keep Lagos safe and secure.
This is a state, I'm sure you truly well know, that has all of the trappings economically, financially, and everything that makes a big city is here in Lagos. And I want to say that indeed, the relationship that we have been enjoying between the government and the entire security force, especially the Nigerian army, has been pretty commendable. And I want to use this opportunity to first acknowledge and thank our current GOC for leading his other colleagues in other security formations and other security agencies to continue to raise the bar of security surveillance, training, information sharing, and collaboration at various levels amongst his colleagues and other operatives. And we have continued to see a large security calmness in Lagos. We'll continue to ensure that Lagos remains safe, remains peace, remains secure, not only for its residents, but for the entire international community, for the organized businesses, for our international travelers, and continue to be, a center of meetings for our citizens.
And finally, as part of his government's vigorous drive and advocacy to fight domestic abuse, the state governor and his team has put together a very powerful and resourceful team which has been put together to achieve the set objectives of tackling domestic and sexual offenses in the state and ensuring that offenders face the full wrath of the law. And that draws the curtain from the governor's office segment on the City of Lagos TV show. The show continues right after this timeout. We'll be right back.
Lagos.